Hi there. For you guys that don't know me, my name's TJ Thomas. I own Airstrike Martial Arts, and for those that do know me, understand my passion for martial arts and for kids and building character and trying to communicate with parents and help you guys through this battle. Right? It's almost a battle to raise kids. I have a story that I have to share. This story that has been on my heart, you might say, for about a week now. And I'm going to leave names out to protect the innocent, but I want to share a story about a young man in my martial arts school and how he overcame failure. So let me set the story up for you. We have belt testing. Okay, during our belt testings, if you don't understand our belt testings, you have to memorize a lot of stuff. We're big on memorization, and he was supposed to be performing a weapons form, which is basically repetitive moves over and over in a pattern. And he's practiced it for a long time. Um, Before anybody belt tests, we know that they pretty well know it. We make sure we set them up for success. We don't ever send somebody into the ring not prepared type thing. Anyway, this day, my young student had a brain fart. Is all I can the only thing I can think of. He got up there to do his open hand form. He did fine. He passed with flying colors, and then he got up to do his weapons form, and he forgot it, and he got stuck. And we tried to help him along, and we did our best. We can't give it away, right? We want them to have to earn this, and it boiled down to him not passing. There was about 40 kids in our belt testing. There were a couple other kids that didn't pass, but I could tell on the look on his face that this one he was gonna take it hard. I know him well enough to know that he's already more sensitive than some, and not bad, but emotionally sensitive. And I could tell it really, really hit him hard. And during our ceremony, we give the children belts that pass, and then we put a stripe on their belt of the next colored belt if they didn't pass. All they have to do after that is show us that they completed whatever they missed, and then we belt them in class the next time. But unfortunately, this young man had to sit through the belt ceremony and saw the people that he's been training with get their belt as well. And so, horrible spot to be in. It kills me as an owner, as an instructor, and kills our staff. But it's the way we do it. And I went home and I thought about this young man, and I waited a couple days till I saw his dad in class, and I said, I got to ask you, how's it going? He said, it's not going good. I said, what do you mean? He said, he was crushed. And I said, yeah, I could kind of see that. I said, okay, what'd you guys talk about? What'd you do? He said, well, he instantly wanted to quit. I said, yeah, I can imagine that. And he said, I told him, no, you're not going to quit. You've been doing martial arts for over a year now, and you're not going to quit because you didn't get your belt the one time. And what we're going to do is we're going to work really, really hard together, and we're going to go get that belt. If you decide after that point you don't want to do martial arts anymore, then we'll reconsider it. But you are not going to quit prior to achieving this goal. And so they worked their tail off over the weekend. They did it. He repetition, built him up, told him he could do it, said, you know this, no reason to freak out. This father was amazing in the way he went about talking to his son and getting him prepared for the next test. So a couple days went by, and they show up at class, and it's time. And I said, okay, you ready? Let's do this. And we get him out there, and I get the entire student base on the floor clapping and getting excited and really cheering him on. And you know what? He got out there, and he absolutely killed it, annihilated it. Of course, we're excited. He's a little emotional. Dad's a little emotional. We're just so excited that we overcame this. It has nothing to do with the belt. It was just the fact that this young man overcame the fact that he was failing or had failed, and he didn't quit, and he got up, and he got after it. And the next day, I had been thinking about this young man. I emailed the dad, and I said, I want to share your story. I want to share your story about how you handled this as a parent, because so often parents don't handle it so gracefully, right? Of course he was mad. In fact, he was probably a little mad at me, right? He was mad at Airstrike. He was mad at my instructors because he saw his kid hurting. It's hard as parents. But he told his son, you're going to get up, you're going to figure this out, and you're going to do this. And so often I see parents go, use this as an excuse to let them quit or derail them or anything like that. And think about when they get older. What's the lesson this young man learned? It's huge. This young man learned that he just has to get up and do it again, right? He failed. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Failure is okay as long as we learn from failure. And that's exactly what this young man did. I want to read a snippet of an email this father sent me, just because I think it's just amazing. And I love this family. This young man has a bright future. Anyway, he said on the way home, he commented with a big sigh and a lot of self-reflection. He says, "This belt means a lot, Dad. I worked hard." The dad goes on to say, "It sucks to see your kids struggle when they're faced with difficulty, but it's a good thing to see them set aside entitlement and replace it with determination to succeed." I haven't really heard it said that way until he said, set aside entitlement and replace it with determination to succeed. That's a powerful, powerful sentence in everything we do, from our kids to us to our jobs to whatever it is. Set aside entitlement and replace it with determination to succeed. He goes on, he says, our family is firmly rooted in our faith, and this growth opportunity for Aiden reminded me of a message I read. Life is perfectly calibrated by God to make us grow personally, emotionally, and spiritually. And this is what tests do. They force us to grow. It was more than a green belt test. Thanks for facilitating the growth. Hats off to you, Dad. That's all I got to say. I'm proud of the young man for succeeding, but I'm even more impressed with how Dad handled it. And I'm the lucky one that I get to surround myself and my business and my life with parents like this, because I learn from you guys every day. And I want to thank you for the way you handled this, for the fact that you let me share this story and reflect on others. And my hope is that parents and people that I know, people that I don't know, please share this video, and maybe it'll help somebody help their child fail someday. As odd as that seems, we have to help them fail as much as we help them succeed. Have a fantastic day. Have a good weekend. I'll catch you later.